In 3, 2, 1. And here's a game between a Root HMP and his opponent, Siren, the pink Terran player. So it's going to be the green Protoss versus the pink Terran. And this is at the JHU ICA StarCraft 2 tournament. What a long name. So this should be a pretty interesting game. These are two high-level Masters players. So we'll see what they do on this map, Xel'Naga Caverns.
Both players opting for nothing crazy going on right now. 9 supply for Protoss. And 9 for Terran. Pylon coming down right now from HMP. Who is the manager? He writes for Root?
He's one of their like backup staff, I think, for Root. So because of him, I got a chance to play against Root Cats. Got rolled so hard. It was a 3v3 even, and we had 2 Masters on our team. I was a Diamond, and then his team had just him and like 2 Diamonds. And we just, it wasn't even close. It was like, and Root was playing, Cats was playing off race, I believe.
Crazy. Wow.
He got Mass Banshee out and we died.
That's insane in 3v3. Alright, 13 racks on 13 coming out for Siren. Gateway coming out for HMP. Everything looks pretty standard. Connor boosting probes and picking up an assimilator right now.
There are so many Protosses in this tournament. We'll see if they can all make it to the finals.
Yep.
But that would be uninteresting. PvP.
Yeah, that would make for a very fun bunch of finals.
Yeah.
Extremely fun. Alright, let's see what's going on. First probe scouting out Siren's base. May take a couple zaps. There we go.
Yeah,
Found
gonna
his
get warded away by that SCV.
Drilled in the face. Can you see it? There you go. That's alright.
He's gonna have some permanent damage to his shiny golden coat. That's unfortunate.
Orbital coming up for Siren.
We got the cybernetics core on the way for Root HMP as well. We'll see what he decides to do real soon. If he grabs the second gas, that means he might be going for some sort of tech. If he doesn't do that, probably some sort of fast expand.
Core is halfway done, grabbing his second assimilator. Everything very standard. Both players doing a great job keeping the money absolutely low. HMP is ahead 5 food. Looks like he has 4 more probes. We got a mule and a marine out for Siren.
Yeah,
Tech Lab and concussive shells coming up first.
Yeah. Usually a lot of Terran players do enjoy getting the stim pack instead, because that allows them to just micro the Marauders around instead of just doing the concussive shells. Because even with concussive shells, you still get shot in the face by stalkers. Root HMP is getting a little supply blocked. Oh no, this is only the 3rd pylon that's going down. Probably a little bit nervous playing against Siren right now. We'll see how Siren responds to this, if he's going for some sort of expand as well.
Yep. Alright, Sentry coming down for HMP. Let's see, Sentry, nothing too crazy.
Second gateway, this is looking more and more like some sort of faster expand off of 3 gates.
Here we go.
We'll see if he decides to do something.
Little bit of action coming out from Siren. Two SCVs and 2 Marauders and a Marine.
Moving into the center of the map, yeah.
Let's see. HMP is scouting out his base. This probe will get... Nope. Just high-five him. Let's see. Siren coming out. Big push. Here we go. Are we going to see a bunker?
One Marine in the back that's a little bit lazy. Doesn't want to get over there.
SCV's coming up the ramp.
Force field
going down. Zealot is slowed by concussive shells. And both sides are going to take 5. Stim coming down for Siren.
Now advancing into the base.
Second gear, yep.
No more force fields available. Mine's a little bit behind yours. I don't know why it's lagging. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. It looks close enough.
2 more sentries coming out for HMP. 3 stalkers. It looks like this push is not going to happen.
Yeah, it does look like Siren is taking the chance to grab his expansion. This is going to be very good for the long term. However, that SCV is getting a little bit zapped by the probe. Going to get some seizures later on in life.
1 probe fighting an SCV, desperately trying to build his command center. This could be over. Look up, SCV drilled again and again. Such violence, guys. Here we go. Marauders come take out the probe. Third Rax coming down for Siren.
Yeah, Root HMP is getting out tons of sentries for that sentry expand. He's going to be able to wall off those Terran Marine Marauders very easily and get the Zealots in their face. The expansion for Siren is almost finished. We'll see if he continues to get those barracks. Yeah, he's got another barracks up, and as well as his factory. He should be going for those medevacs sometime soon.
Stim just finished for Siren. Bunker coming down. Second command center almost finished. Factory coming down along third barracks. There we go. Triple tech lab.
2 forges coming up for Root HMP, definitely preparing for that long term of the game. If you were watching the GSL last night or early this morning, we saw some interesting play from no, that wasn't from GSL. But I did see some interesting play involving 2 forges. Very, very interesting play. Allows you to get double upgrades. Yeah, I think so. Liquid Tyler versus Jinro.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm getting all the games mixed up here. Orbital Command coming up at the natural expansion for Siren. His factory is now complete, and the starport is going up.
Both players transferring their workers. A 5-worker discrepancy is not a problem at all. Siren, Mule's keeping him up. Chrono boosting dual upgrades. Early 1-1 coming out, and 2-gate robo from HMP. 5, 6 sentries. Zealot. Both players just.
Robotics facility is coming up for a Root HMP. It's going to allow him to get Colossus as well as those essential observers. His forge is double making those upgrades. However, he does not have a Twilight Council yet, so he needs to get that real soon in order to continue his double ups.
Starport coming out. We'll see if he swaps it with the tech lab or he just decides to produce. Factory with a reactor. There we go. Starport on the reactor. Looks like the factory's going to scout.
Yep, Terrans are very versatile with those scouting factories, especially if you're going Mass Marine Marauder. You have no use for that factory, so why not put it to use? The starport with the reactor is going to allow him to respond quickly to any Colossus play, as well as heal up his Mass MM ball.
Engineering bay coming down in the front, walling off with the Engi bays. Very economical, and they're strong.
Both players playing very safe here. Root HMP getting his robotics bay up, the Colossus dead.
+1 coming out for Siren. Looks like it's going to be a lot. Big infantry.
Yeah, it does look like Root HMP's upgrades are about finished, as well as the Twilight Council will allow him to continue those upgrades. We'll see if these two players decide to engage off of 2 bases, or if they decide to take a relatively quick third.
No upgrades coming out for Yup. HMP grabbing his +2/+2 upgrades, chrono boosting both of them.
Yeah, it makes those Zealots so strong. Zealots are very high DPS units and absorb so much damage. Even though Marauders do slow them a lot, it almost doesn't matter when they have those upgrades as well as charge.
An early +2/+2 allows Zealots, gives them 3 armor, and Sentry will give you +2 more, so Marines are hitting you for 1 damage, basically, right?
I think it's 2, actually.
Oh, or 2, whatever. But +2/+2 armor on Zealots and Guardian Shield is excellent against Marines, who do high DPS, but they hit for very low.
Yeah.
Be an excellent
it ends
push.
up making those Marines almost useless. A scan going down, and it might look like Siren is going to go for some sort of push. He might be waiting for that +1 upgrade to finish before he decides to push. He does have 2 barracks coming up as well, so he's definitely still preparing for the long-term game. There is an observer scouting around over here. Maybe Siren sees that and is moving his army back to scan and take that out.
Thermal Lances coming out for HMP, still +2 continuing. Colossi are being.
Yep, HMP definitely getting more production facilities up, 2 more gateways on the way at his natural expansion.
Plenty of Marauders grabbing a free pylon from Siren. He may want to grab the rocks. In fact, the scouting factory is still just sitting in the air, not being used for scouting. Huge Marauder ball.
Even if it's not being used for scouting, it can actually absorb damage in battle. It can also be used to just spot that area.
Right. 5 barracks coming up. 2 reactors, mostly tech labs. Both players keeping their money very low. Checking on the income tab, both players are almost dead even in income.
Siren is do well to take out those destructible rocks, and there they go down. The Marauders do so much damage to these armored structures and units. if you're looking in Root HMP's base, he's got these 2 sentries and 2 stalkers in the corner, gonna be able to prevent any drops.
Excellent positioning by HMP. Solid habits. Looks like Vikings coming out to scout.
Yeah, 4 Vikings out on the field. However, there's only 3 Colossus, so Viking is not the best unit to have right now.
Plenty of Zealots to take out Marauders. They do not have charge right now.
Should be trying to get that charge real soon, but I don't know if he's forgotten about it. He's also not getting his double ups anymore. It do him very well to get the +3/+3 very quickly.
Definitely.
Siren is now getting the command center at the gold base.
HMP moving up to the middle. Siren grabbing his 3rd base. Looks like there may be a fight right now. Colossi are engaging Marauder.
Yeah, advancing, and their force fields all going down. Gonna be walling those units off. The Vikings doing plenty of damage against those Colossus, but it does look like he's being forced back out.
Alright, looks like he's pushing up into his base. Vikings are sniping the Colossi. Colossi are down. It looks like Siren may be able to hold this off.
We'll see. It looks like he doesn't have that many Marauders left. The units milling around back there are just SCVs. Looks like he's being forced back into his base. Does move in and kill off the orbital command at the natural. Siren being a little bit too aggressive in taking his 3rd base. Does look like Root HMP is backing out with his army again. Siren is his production.
Almost a 50 food discrepancy between the 2 players. Grabbing an extra command center. Free kills for HMP. Here we go, pushing some SCVs. Siren pulling all his workers off the line.
It's all in. We'll see if this works out for Siren. He's got to be able to do some massive damage because he's going to lose all of his SCVs. He is dropping those mules. Imba.
Alright, taking down the rocks. Vikings chasing the sentries. Sentries are so scared of Vikings. Here we go, running away.
Looks like the big push coming in now. And it does look like the Colossus are doing plenty of damage. The Vikings moving ahead, going to try to take that out.
Couple force fields. Separate Marauders. HMP is just moving back and playing it safe. Colossi destroying the SCVs. Plenty of Zealots.
GG call Siren.
GG, alright. Good game.